All right, man. Let's talk, man. We got a bunch of injuries, for the Lions, and the conversation is pretty much probably got to be had to this point, man. Um, you know, what are the Lions doing? You know, for them to have so many injuries um, in the season, and at some point you look at it and you say, well, Brad loves injury-prone players. Whether it was Josh Pascal, knowing his medical history, whether it was whether it was Levon Zarike. I mean, some of the guys he handpicked, F.A. Milifano, had he stayed healthy, he would, obviously he would still be here and probably be paid. He's a phenomenal player, but really he ain't healthy. And we can just go on with a number of guys, but there's a lot of guys that come to Detroit and, they get injured. Really don't have much injury history and stuff like that. And I know, remember the comments that St. Brown made that Avante Maddox told him about they was doing a team drill when Jahmyr Gibbs got hit. And he said, well, that'd never happen in Philly. Y'all hit him like that in practice. And Amon Ra was like, well, I thought that's the way everybody practiced. And I think it's just to the point where, it's just to the point where, and I think it's just to the point where the Lions, first, I think at one point not too long ago, they changed their strength and conditioning coach. I think not too long ago, now they looking now, a little bit ahead of that, they're looking to move Allen Park and move to a bigger facility. People was asking, was it, was it, the strength and conditioning coach? Was it the dietary? Is it, hand picking the wrong players? Is it bad juju or whatever like that? And I'm starting to believe it's just the way that they practicing. I think they practice too hard. I think they hit too much. I think, they need to lay off the hitting. And I get it. You want to be war ready. You want to be a physical football team. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to prioritize health. All these guys going down, whether it's ankle, whether it's knees, whether it's this, I think they're practicing too hard. I think they wearing their guys down. They practicing too hard. I think that's the problem. Honestly, I think that's the problem. I think they're literally practicing too hard. I think they're hitting too much in practice. There's too much physical demand on the player, and we see, in other sports that these athletes ain't built like the athletes of tomorrow. When you talk to people, around, the younger people, they just think, oh, these guys are just more athletic than the guys yesterday. Part of being more athletic is durability. These guys simply don't have the durability. And not necessarily that's not true neither, because I believe the greatest athlete was Will Chamberlain all around. Go look at his statistics. Go look at his measurables and everything he did. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you get DJ Reed, which, I don't remember much of him getting injured throughout his career, but he comes down here and he suffers a hamstring injury. You have both your safeties, I think, last year had hip injuries or lower body. I think Kirby had a hip injury and Branch came with a lower body injury. You know what I'm saying? So you just starting to look, and a lot of these guys are coming here, don't have much of injury history throughout their career, and they come to Detroit, and it's like, damn, all of a sudden these guys are getting injured, and you look at a guy like DJ Reed. Came in as a fringe guy into this league, wasn't really supposed to be the corner that he turned out to be, worked hard, built himself up. But, his first year, 15 games, 16 games, second year 10, 14, 17, 15, 14. And here he is in this fourth game with Detroit, third game with Detroit. He suffers what looks like to be a major injury. So, I mean, they got to start reevaluating some things. And I know they want to be a physical football team, and being a physical football team is hitting. I remember it was a clip where Dan Campbell, when he first got here, he was telling this guys like, hey, look here, man, we got to go. I think they was going back-to-back days with pads. They were going back-to-back, and he was like, man, guys, if it was another way to do this, I would do this, but we got to do this. And the guys was like, all right, man, we'll go back-to-back pads, but maybe that ain't a good idea. Maybe he need to, go back-to-back pads one day and then, wait a few days or wait a week and do it again. But right now, it's becoming a proven fact. It's becoming a proven fact that whatever they doing, whatever they doing in practice, whenever they doing, training something. I mean, I think it's with the way they practicing. I think it's the way they practicing. So that's what I think it is, and I think for the most part they need to evaluate that. Bring a third eye in, bring a liaison in. Somebody can tell you, hey man, y'all doing a little bit too much of this. Y'all doing a little bit too much of that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you should have them stretch after practice too. Maybe you are hitting too early or whatever. Those are great questions to have. You know, so they need to figure it out because this ain't just a one-off thing. It's continuing. They continue to put the burden on a lot of these guys, and these guys are dropping like wild, or like hot flies. These guys are dropping like I mean, like fireflies. So, but hopefully they actually sit back and they take a look. They take a look at it, and you know they make some adjustments because these guys dropping too hard, too fast. They dropping way too fast out there, man. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. But yeah, man, they got to figure it out, man. Terrion ain't been healthy since he got here. Now these guys, they came in with health issues. Some of these guys came in with a complete bill of health, and then they get injured when they get here. It's something that they're not doing right. Something that they're not doing right. And hopefully, they have absolutely step back and say, you know what, we got to lay off this. We got to be this. And you hope you can lay off some things or find a way around things where you don't how can I say it? You don't compromise your identity as a physical football team. So it's my opinion on it, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Like I said, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find out everywhere I'm producing content at. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.